we're coming back on June the 7th. We're looking forward to that day because we're being able to come back together and worship on that day on June the 7th. And so when you come, you're going to be greeted in the parking lot with someone with a sign like this. So you're going to make your way, whatever door you come in, it doesn't make any difference where you come. All the doors will be propped open at 10 o'clock. So when you actually enter the building, you're going to be greeted by one of our greeters that you're used to. This is Rich Bruckhoff, and here's what will happen. He'll ask you if you want to be anointed with sanitizer. And here you go. This is exactly what he'll do. All right. And so then you'll clean your hands. You can do whatever you want to, but we're going to encourage you just to keep your distance as you come in, and that's going to be his greeting to you. All right? So after you see your greeter, wherever door you come in, you'll come into the foyer. So when you come into the foyer, now today, you're going to see all the guys that have been helping us get set up for the June the 7th, and they've been doing a great job. Now, remember, when you come into the worship service, it's going to be different. So let me give you an idea of what it's going to look like. You're going to notice that all the chairs have been moved at a safe zone distance. And so when you take a look at it, you're going to see, now where do I sit? So there will be an usher. One of our deacons will be at each door when you come in, and they'll be ready to help you move to a seat. Now I'm going to ask you to move forward as much as you can. Go to the front of the worship center as you can to make room, because we have really no idea how many people are actually going to show up. Our guidelines say that we could only set up about 125 chairs. So that's what we did. We set up 125 chairs. If we have more than that, we're going to have to make room somewhere for those people to be at a safe distance. But we want you to see and take a look what this looks like. You'll notice even on the floor, we're going to have the floors marked so that you will be able to understand what the 6-foot social distance is. So immediately you'll see there'll be an offering receptacle right here that you can drop your offering in, because we cannot pass the offering plates. And so if you have an offering, you can either put it in the drop box when you come in. You can still do online giving, or you can mail it to 3700 Valley View. But if you bring your offering on that day, you can actually place it in this offering box. Also on this table, we're going to have song sheets that'll be available for the worship for that day. And that'll be the way it will happen every Sunday for at least the month of June. We'll be doing it this way. Even though we're spread apart, we're still one as a church. We still want to have the same feeling of the Holy Spirit in our life that brings us together. But I'm going to actually be preaching from the floor. And I'm going to just be sitting down here because I want to get as close to the church family as I can. We've been apart for so long, and I miss the fellowship that we've had. But I just want to make sure that we make our service be very intimate and a time of worship where God would be glorified and honored in all things. So that's what it's going to look like. That's how we're going to set things up. You're going to, we've done all of these things for your safety, and we care about you in such a way to where you will know that you've been cared for. We've sanitized everything. We've cleaned everything. It's all ready to go, and it'll be ready on June the 7th for you to come. The doors will open at 10 o'clock, but we will not actually have service until 10:45. So the doors will not open before 10 o'clock. So there's no need to come early, because we can't open it up because we don't want a lot of people just milling around the building. So the reason for the 10 o'clock time is so that we can come in and we can go to our chairs and be ready for 10:45. So we look forward to seeing you on June the 7th.